Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Grace. So I recently just started this series called The Better You, and this is the third episode on this series, which is called Realistic Healthy Habits to Help You Improve Your Life. So the first habit is to build routines. Now this is not first time I'm talking about routines. If you've watched the previous video in this series, now when I'm saying routines, I'm talking about morning routine, night routine, after school routine, after work routine, reset routines, which can be like weekly reset routine, monthly reset routine, mid-year reset routine, yearly reset routine. So what happens with routines? Basically, when you're creating routines, you need to understand that routines should include the tasks that you've broken down from your goal. So you have a goal, you've broken them down into steps. Now these steps are what you're going to put into your routines. Like now, for example, maybe one of your goals is to become a productive morning person. So you know that in your morning routine, you're going to wake up early, you're going to do some activities that are going to make you productive, that are going to set the day right. Maybe it's in your night routine, you're going to set habits that's going to make you sleep early, that's going to help you to rewind. Do you understand? And also for your research routines can include maybe you journaling, reflecting on the past year or your goals and what you want to do for the next year. So one thing you need to put in mind is while creating morning routines, you need to impute habits that are going to help you to set your day straight, be productive, give you the boost that you need for the day. In your night routine, you're going to include habits that are going to help you to rewind and relax. Once you build these routines, it's going to help you to improve your life in such a way that you don't wake up in the morning and asking yourself, what am I going to do today? You already know that you have a routine set in place for you. You start the day with an intention. You spend time with yourself. You've given yourself the boost, the morale for the day. So the second habit is to move your body, either by going to the gym, by exercising, by stretching, or by going on work. There are lots of benefits for moving your body. If you're that kind of person who does not really do exercise like that, you can wake up in the morning and stretch your body. You can go for works. Number 3 is to prioritize your tasks and focus on one thing at a time. Now you have a list of things to do and you are panicking. You're asking yourself, oh my goodness, I have a lot of things to do, I've not done anything. Why don't you just sit down, relax, write down the list of things that you have to do, prioritize them. You can prioritize them by renumbering them, and once you want to start taking action, take it a step at a time. Do not try to do 2 things at the same time. I've mentioned it before, you can allocate a certain amount of time to a particular project. Now you're telling yourself, for example, okay, this particular task, I'm going to do it for 2 hours straight. I'm not going to do anything during this period of time. It's just going to be work, focusing on only that one thing for that period of time. Now after that one thing, you take a break and then you pick on the next one and you do it, and you realize that you will actually be able to accomplish most of the tasks. And also, while prioritizing your tasks, you may realize that there are some of these things that you don't need to do by yourself. You don't have to do them by yourself. You can delegate, you can give it to somebody else to do it for you. This habit is going to help to improve your life. You're not going to think, you're not going to stress yourself, but rather you're going to get work done properly without making mistakes and stuff like that. Number 4, another healthy habit is to ask yourself these 2 questions before you make a decision. How does this make me feel? And number 2 is, does this align with the person I want to be? Now you want to make a decision. How does this make me feel? Does this make me feel better? Does this make me feel good? How can I bounce back if the decision goes wrong? Does it feel right to yourself? And also the second question is, does it align with the person you want to be? I mean, that's the ultimate goal. Want to become a better version of myself. So ask yourself, does this decision align with the person I want to be? Does this decision make me who I want to be, or does it move me away from who I want to be? Number 5 is to have a reflection section at the end of each day. Now together with building routines, now if you have a night routine, you can make a reflection session a part of your night routine. A reflection session is basically a time whereby you reflect on the day. What have I done today? What decisions have I made today? Have I taken a step closer to my goals? What should I have done differently? Ask yourself those questions at the end of every single day, so you know what you're doing right and what you're not doing right. So having this session is basically to give yourself a reality check of what you're doing, how you're doing, what progress are you making. Also, it's always important to document our progress, because that is what tells us that we are doing well. Number 6 is to always prepare for the next day the night before. This is a very interesting habit to include in your night routine. Ask yourself, what am I going to do tomorrow? This night you plan accordingly. I saw a video where they were talking about, if you want to start going to the gym, prepare your workout clothes the night before, place it where you're going to sit. And when you wake up and it's now time for you to exercise, you've seen your clothes, just pick up these clothes and you just wear it and you start your exercise. You don't have to start thinking, what do I wear? Always prepare for the next day. Have a plan, so you don't just wake up and be like, okay, what should I do? What am I going to do? You might have even forgotten some things that you're supposed to do that day. Spend wisely. Now I know a lot of us, I'm saying us because I'm included, we are on this table, right? You don't spend wisely. But one thing I started doing is I have a list. I've always done this, but right now I'm really intentional about it. Also, I have this list of things I want to get. I make a priority list. Another thing is, do not spend the money before you actually receive the money. There are some of us like that. You already spent that money and you've not even received the money. Do not borrow money, because when you don't have money now, you have to pay debt. Do you understand? In order to be able to spend wisely, you need to have a budget. Have a space for things you need to get, a certain amount you want to save, and also, if possible, an amount to invest. There are different rules online that you can use to guide yourself while spending money or while creating a budget. In this rule, you will have a certain percent that you're going to spend on the things you need, a certain percent of that money that you're going to save, a certain percent that you are going to invest, and stuff like that. It's right to always set this budget before you get the money, and also at the end of the month, at the end of the week, you can ask yourself questions. Okay, what did I spend money on? This is going to help you to know if you are going according to your budget, and if you're spending too much, it's going to tell you, okay, yeah, see, you're spending too much money. Also reduce the amount of money that you're spending. The next one is to be nice to people. Now calm down. I know you may have a certain ideology when it comes to being nice to people. Most times we confuse being nice to people with pleasing people. Now you can be nice to people without actually pleasing people. It's a thin line, honestly, but one basic thing is, when you're pleasing the comfort of other people above your own comfort, that is you pleasing people. You're pleasing other people's feeling above your own feelings. Being considerate is another thing. Now being considerate is, you can ask yourself that, okay, how do I do this while still satisfying my need without making another person feel too uncomfortable? You don't have to please people to be nice to people. You can be considerate. You can try to find a common ground. Another way of being nice to people is to being polite, to compliment people, right, with a smile. Like, also, one thing you need to understand is, before you're nice to people, you're nice to yourself. So meaning, if anybody wants to take advantage of that niceness, you know that you are nice to yourself first. You're going to take your 2 legs and you're going to walk out. You're going to step out, because you're not going to let anybody to work over you. You're going to do that without holding a grudge. And that habit is to dress up nice every day to feel good and confident about yourself. You see, when it comes to dressing up nice, I have a lot of things to say, because I'm that person who used to not care about my dressing. Like, I do not care. Hi, I can be very lazy, right? So these usually reflect in the way I dress. My mom used to complain a lot about the way I dress. And when I told her that for my second year I want to level up my appearance, I want to start dressing well, my mom was in full support. My mom was so happy, because it has been of a great concern to her and everybody around me, to be very honest. I can dress anyhow, to any way, as far as I am comfortable. And it's not as if I'm 100% comfortable, because when I now go out and people are looking at me somehow, I start feeling, oh my goodness, why are people looking at me? But you know why they're looking at you, don't you? Let me tell you guys a quick story. So there's this particular day, my mom told me to go to the market. Now, I'm someone that will wake up very late. I'm talking 8, 7. So my mom told me that day to go and get something from the market. I was in my nightwear, which was a long trouser and a t-shirt, right? So I couldn't wear the trouser out of the house. So instead of me, maybe you just off it and you wear skirt or you wear something else. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just so tired right now. So I decided to tie a wrapper on the trouser. You can see the trouser, you can see the wrapper. Now, and I tied scarf, because in my place, a woman is required to cover her hair whenever she's entering the market. And when I got to the market, I didn't use my glasses. So when I got to the market, I used glasses right away. So when I got to the market, one of my friends called me, and I was looking for who was calling me, right? So I was doing like this, like I was squinting. I had a nickname, and the nickname is basically Shanoju Feniworo. If I Yoruba, you understand that thing. It's so funny. The English interpretation is just basically tapping the eye, so you're using your teeth to see. I went to meet and I was like, why am I not with my glasses? And I was like nothing, I just do not want to use my glasses. So his mom now looked at me, and his mom was like, ask me something, you know. I was like, oh, okay, ma. She was like, I should just want to know, did I come to this market to buy or to sell? I was looking like a market woman, a confirmed market woman, and I'm serious. That's what I look like. I can walk around, I can go anywhere with my nightwear, especially when it's not a gown, like I'm wearing a gown. There was a time that I was looking at the clothes I usually wear at a particular time. I usually wear these clothes to school, right? And I was looking at those clothes, I was like, oh my goodness, how did I wear these things how did I wear these clothes to school? Like, how did I even leave my room with this clothes? I can be like, oh, I don't care about this, but honestly, when someone look at me somehow, when someone laugh at me, it gets to me. Like, especially when I know that I'm not dressing well. Do you understand? Said, okay, you know what, I'm going to dress, I'm going to start dressing well. I made this resolution before, but it was at the wrong place, because the people there at that time, they don't have a good fashion sense. So most times whenever I wear certain outfits, they'll look at me and then they will laugh. These are outfits that you'll find as inspirations on Pinterest, but at the time they had poor fashion sense, and in the kind of a way I like to get into me. So one thing you need to always remember while dressing up nice is you don't have to break the bank to dress up nice. Honestly, you don't have to feel oppressed to dress up nice. You can wear thrifts. I mean, there's some very good quality thrifts that you just enter markets, buy a few of them, you try to combine them very well. Like if you're someone like me that does not know how to combine colors, does not know how to, you know, when it comes to the pattern, I'm lost, you understand? You can get neutral colors, you can get the basic colors, you can get like black, white, brown, stuff like that. You can get colors that go with every other colors, stuff like that, just to have a very nice wardrobe. And when you're going out, you dress nice, you're combining it well. One outfit that's always eating is a white top and a jean. You see that outfit is always eaten. So this is something you can decide, okay, when I'm going to the market next, I'm going to get a white top, I'm going to get a jean skirt or something like that. You can just get basic clothes that goes with every other thing, do you understand? And just well, take a bag. You don't have to have multiple bags, basic one, so you can always feel confident about yourself, and you even feel happy with yourself. Like you feel happy. I remember when I started dressing nice, and I would always write it in my journal, like, oh my goodness, I dressed nice this day. I went to go and buy food and I did not put on gown. I did not wear that my regular gown, you know. I was wearing a more dressy gown, I was wearing my sandals. Another thing is to work on your hygiene for the betterment of yourself and for other people. Brush your teeth, chew gum, and also smell good. You don't have to spend money to smell good. Buy roll-on. It's not expensive, honestly, but there are different roll-ons. You can buy that short, you can buy Rexona, you can use a body mist, you can use a body spray. This is one body mist, just 1, 2, please, 1, 2. After you have bath and you are smelling good, then you have used deodorant. You can buy soap that has fragrance, so that when you wash it, the smell of the soap is nice. You don't have to break the bank to smell good. There are simple habits that you can just implement into your everyday activities that will going to make you smell good. Another thing is to spend quality time with yourself and people that make you happy. I made a resolution at the beginning of this year that I'm going to go on at least 6 dates. The first time I'm doing this, I'm not pressuring myself, and I go with a friend or I should go alone. When you go alone, you spend time with yourself, you reflect, try new things. Not only about you going out, you can just spend quality time with yourself in your room, in your space. Also, you can also spend quality time with your friend in your space. You don't have to go out. Another habit is to not compare yourself with others. You can admire the person, it can inspire you. Now, being inspired is positive, why you think comparing yourself is negative, is toxic. Comparing, you're sad, you're like, what's this person doing? What's this person doing? Maybe let me to go and do it. This person is doing this, me, I must do it. Then you start setting standards that are not realistic, standards that do not align with the person you want to become. You start setting it for yourself, because this person is doing this, because that person is doing that, right? When you're inspired, you don't have to do exactly what the person is doing, but you feel gingered to do what you want to do. When you're comparing yourself to other people, you forget to count your own blessings. Another thing is to stay educated. Now, we are humans. They say you don't stop learning until you're dead. Like, don't be ignorant. Yeah, you learn from what people are saying, and when you talk, people also learn from what you're saying. It just keeps you updated about things. And the most important habit is to spend time with God, spend time knowing Him, read His word, study His word. Now, this is very important. When you spend time with God, right, you're seeking His presence, you're reading His word, you're studying the Bible, you're letting God speak to you. It helps you to remain aligned to His will and His plan for your life. Seek Him first, and all the things will be added unto you. Seek Him the center of every single thing that you do, and honestly, that alone is a game changer. Like, that alone is a game changer. All these other things will come after it. So anyways, with that, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below your favorite habit and habits you can't wait to try, and also you can also comment down on habits that help you to improve your life. Do not forget to share and subscribe. Follow me on all social medias at Bookhemis Grace, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.